walking in.
It's fair. You have a lot going on. It's Layla.
Layla.
Layla. Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Yeah.
Junior, hello. So excited to have you here. I'm Harper Dell. Thank you so much for coming down to hear our pitch.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Yeah, and thank you for taking the time out to meet me.
Absolutely. This is the moment. You have worked your entire life to get here, and we are here to support you in that journey to the next step where you start getting paid. I don't have to tell you, we have the deepest roster of NBA talent in the world and brand partnerships with every company you can name. Our goal is long-term. We want to create lifelong relationships that keep you living large now and comfortable in your retirement. In these notes already rests the shoe contract of your dreams. You ever thought about acting?
No, I never really considered it, but I'm into it if it makes sense. Yeah.
Multiple commercial offers and scripts for interesting indies that will help groom you for bigger projects once you get your feet wet.
All of that sounds really good to me. Yeah, but right now I just want to focus on the draft, solidify my position, and find the team where my skills fit best.
Well, we have relationships with all the teams. We can gather intel to get you the private team workouts that you want.
Maybe not the exact team I want to play for?
Anything is possible. But it is still a draft where teams can and will do what they see fit for their organization.
Okay, so that's a no.
Chaos exists. We try and mitigate that for you, but it does exist. And I'm not going to lie to you just to get you to sign. I want us to start off in a place where we can be honest with each other. You know what? This is feeling way too formal.
Way too formal.
Hang on. That's better.
Much better.
So I grew up in the Salinas Valley. It's about 2 hours south of San Francisco. John Steinbeck was from there. Do you know it?
No, not that area specifically,
okay.
No.
My parents died when I was young, so my grandmother raised us on her ranch. We grew broccoli, lettuce, cauliflower. It was not glamorous, but we worked and survived. And Layla?
Well, I was raised right down the road from you in Union.
Oh, Jersey represent.
That's right.
Yeah.
My dad bailed on us when I was 3, and my mom did everything in her power to make it work. We know what it's like to want more. We willed ourselves to be where we are, just like you did.
There's a vision for you here. Jordan, LeBron, a bigger corporate vision. Companies love them because their messaging connects to the public across all demographics. And that's how we want to position your endorsements going forward. Universal appeal.
Okay. But it feels like there's a catch coming.
No, there's no catch. There's a little reality. Archie. He's a good guy, and we know that he brought you here, which is why we want to provide him with a generous finder's fee as a parachute.
But for us, we need you free and clear of all old attachments. Your future depends on an uncluttered vision. All new NBA players have to go through these difficult transitions.
So it's you guys or him?
From our perspective, it's just the way it has to be.
You should hear what he has to say. Maybe he really is the right fit for you and for your vision. But for us, it's one or the other.
I don't like it. Not one bit. Fine. I'm not afraid of a little competition. But her pitch on the corporate take is a flat idea. You have personality and you have an opinion. Your boy Hendricks Cobb, Harden, Embiid, they're doing just fine being who they are. That's how we seal your endorsements. Big and bold.
But doesn't that idea risk losing endorsements if I'm seen as controversial?
Yes, it will. But you'll gain others. Others that share your vision and your story. Former football player. Your work. Your dad. You're the underdog. That stuff is powerful, so
Right,
use
so you got
it.
a shoe contract available for me now?
No, I don't. but I will. It's called trust, Junior.
She says she got a movie deal available for me.
Deals?
Now.
Or ideas where deals may be?
I don't know.
It seems to me like you should. These big agencies, man, they pack a punch nowadays. She may have a little bit more firepower than me right now. But I know who you are. I know where you come from. And I know what you want. As if it were my own story. Fine, if you want to walk away from all of that, so be it. It's either her or me. You choose.
Loyalty means a lot to me, but and I gotta protect myself.
I'll get you a bigger shoe deal. All right, I'm working on a few things right now, but it takes time, Junior.
Yeah, but the shoe deals she has are already laid out, and if I don't take them, man, I'm throwing money away.
And these big agencies, it'll be what have you done for me lately if you miss your draft projections. I would never do that to you, Junior. I wouldn't even consider that. Now look, I just want you to reconsider, okay? Let's finish what we started.
Sorry, Arch. This the way it is. I'm firm with it.
You know they'll cut you the minute you're not making any money for them, right? Keep your eyes open, Junior.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I wish you the best of luck, son. All right.
So, right now you are projected in the lottery. The strategy is simple. Just hold your ground and don't lose it.
Be conservative. Being a lottery pick isn't dummy proof. If you make mistakes in interviews or on the court, you can lose ground quickly. If you bomb your private workout, and you can fall.
Okay.
Next up, team interviews. We've already set one up for you, so you should prepare. Here's some questions you can look at.
Okay, so this is what they're going to ask me?
Those are the types of questions they've asked in the past. It can change. You never know.
All right, got it.
Setup is simple. You walk in the room, interviewer fires away.
I wish that I could just say to you, be yourself and everything will work out. You were a solid person, maybe it would, but you always have to keep in mind what they're looking for from the answers.
Tangibles, character, integrity.
Come on. You're going to do great.
Yeah.
Got it.
Junior, welcome. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Go
to meet
ahead
you
and take
too.
a seat.
Thank you.
This isn't a test. This isn't an interrogation. We're here to have a discussion, point of which is to get to know you better as a person. There are no right or wrong answers. All we want is for you to be as open and honest as possible.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. What would one of your family members tell us about you?
That's a good question. I think they tell you that even as a kid, I always wanted to be the best. I loved to compete. Didn't matter if it was tic-tac-toe or dodgeball or whatever. I wanted to win. I needed to.
And that's the first thing they'd say?
Oh, yeah. And I used to take losing. I used to take losing really hard. And I'd throw a fit if I didn't win. My family still teases me about it.
Great. Let's move on. I'm curious. How do you deal with teammates you don't like?
I don't worry about that too much. No matter what, I'm gonna do me. So whether or not I like a guy's personality, that doesn't really factor.
Could you talk a little more about that?
I just play to win. So whatever I need to do to win, I'm going to do that. And if you're about winning too, that's all I want to hear. We don't need to be best friends to win. The world is filled with different personalities, beliefs, and it's okay by me.
Are you the best player in this draft class?
Look, I'm really, really good at the game, but I'm not quite sure I'm in that conversation yet.
Why do you say that?
Well, I'm honest with myself. I know what I'm good at, and I know what I need to work on. I just remain humble, and right now, I'm not at the level of the best players in the draft. But by the time we start drafting, who knows? I mean, let's see what happens.
One last question, and then I'll let you go, Junior. I'm wondering, what's your primary motivation for joining the league?
I mean, look, I love basketball. None of us would be any good at it if we didn't love it. But at this level, it's a business.
Give me a little more?
Well, it's the business, the ownership. So I think it's fair for the players to also see it that way. I don't think there's anything an owner wouldn't respect either. Doesn't mean I play with any less passion.
All right. That'll wrap it up.
Wait, that's it?
That's it. Thank you very much for your time, Junior. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks. It was nice to meet you. Nice talking with you.
Best of luck in the draft.
Thank you.
So what happens next is the top decision makers from the team you interviewed with will review your answers and bat it amongst themselves. Then we get a reset of your draft projections before we go to the next part of the draft cycle.
Okay, so how did I do?
Like we said going in, it's not a good or a bad thing. Your answers are subject to the interpretation of the team and the kind of personality that they want.
But your whole stock may reshuffle. Word will start to trickle out about how you did. Some teams will like you more, some teams will like you less, some will think the whole thing is irrelevant. So all we can do is wait.
Try and get some rest.
It's easy for you to say.
I know, but it's a long road and we're just getting started. Pace yourself. Hey, lottery pick, you getting settled in yet?
Yeah, thanks for the room. It's perfect. I'm relaxing and keeping it quiet.
Good, that's the idea. You gotta have a space to disconnect from the process at the end of the day.
Yeah, maybe take that advice I gave you. No sports news, don't even watch games.
Say that I'm working on it?
It's gonna help your stress level, Junior.
Okay, next up, big media session. What lottery picks have to say gains national attention, so you are talking about all of the biggest names and outlets there, asking you questions.
But the press usually plays fair with the lottery picks.
So this should be breezy and pleasant. Just keep your guard up a little and stay on message, and you'll be great.
Follow me, please.
All right.
Junior.
Junior. Right here. Junior.
All right, we're only got a couple of minutes with Junior today, so let's fire away. Alex, you have the first question.
What's been the most interesting part of the draft process so far?
Most interesting part? Probably say meeting all the teams and talking to them, seeing what they're all about. It's been a real eye-opener for me.
Obviously, you're a big-time talent. Anyone would be lucky to draft you. But where do you want to end up? Any preference?
Yeah, I got some preferences. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely. So where are you leaning?
You think I'm gonna tell you in public?
Sure, why not?
Nah. That was a nice try, though. Yeah, you took your shot. I respect your hustle, Alex.
I respect you. Is there any doubt in your mind that you're the best player in this draft?
No. I worked really hard to get where I'm at, and I think it's pretty obvious that I'm the best player here. Yeah, I trust in the work I put in, and I think it shows out there on the court.
Junior,
okay, who's next?
Okay, that's all the time we have. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now we enter the workout phase. This is your chance to show a specific team of your choosing what you're all about.
We have a whole list of interested teams for you to choose from. Great, we'll get that set right up for you.
One of our other clients, Damian Lillard, will be there when you arrive to give you tips and provide guidance on how to maximize the workout.
That's amazing. I'm a huge fan of Dave.
Well, use him as a resource. That's what he's there for. And save the selfies for when you're in the league next year.
All right. Noted.
Yo, what up, Dane?
Junior, what's going on, man?
And not much, man. I appreciate you doing this.
It's all good, man. I
Yeah.
wish I had somebody to mentor me and walk me through it, so it's all good.
All right. So what you gonna tell me about this, man? What's up with this process?
The first thing I'm gonna tell you is you gotta go into this with confidence because you're being evaluated for every little thing, your demeanor, your skills, your athleticism, every single thing, they taking note of it. So you gotta go in here with a mentality that you belong and the hype is real.
I appreciate you saying confidence because I'm nervous, man.
We was all nervous. Everybody that went through this process and became legends and became all-stars and all that, they went through the same thing, had the same nerves, and they got through it just like you're gonna get through it.
How'd you deal with everybody taking notes and watching and looking for your flaws and, trying to pick your game apart and everything?
I went into the gym and I pretended like nobody was there. I pretended like I was back home in Oakland getting one of my workouts in, and it all worked out. So you got to do the same.
All right, I'm gonna try to shake it off, man. Any last words of advice before I go in here?
Go get them.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, man.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, what you working on?
Turn it up! Turn it up! Hey, right here. I got ball. Take that. Yo, look this way. And one. Put it back. Oh, give me that ball. Yo, inside. I got you. Screen. Hey. Yeah, screen. Too strong. right here. Hey, I need help. Clear. Watch the pit. Hey, good luck, guys. Step out.
Just like that.
All day.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Don't get hit. Ball. Yo. Way to grab it. Keep moving, baby. Keep moving. What's that, baby?
Hey, yo, right here.
Screen coming. 5 seconds. Help him. Mismatch. Who's watching here? Good job, baby. That's easy, baby. Hey.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Outside.
One more.
Yo, watch. Hey, help. Follow me. Shut up. Sit down. Get out. Ball. Hey, get bored. Watch. With the foul. Yo, watch.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Ball up. Hey, right here.
Hey, hit me up.
Great practice. Now get out there and put up some more shots.
Yo, dang. Yo, man, I just did my thing in there.
You did your thing, bro.
Yeah, I left it all on the court.
That's how you got to do it. Anytime you get in that position, you got to leave it all out there.
All right.
That's what you did.
All right, so now it's draft night. What's next?
Hey, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty. You're going to be curious where you going, what team you going to play for, who you going to be playing with, East Coast, West Coast. There's going to be a lot of things up in the air, but at least you know that you're going to be an NBA player. But it's a great feeling.
Yeah,
man.
So how'd you feel when you went on the stage with the commissioner?
It was a great feeling. You go up there, shake his hand, take the picture, you get your hat, represent your team for the first time.
Man, I'm nervous.
Crazy.
I'm excited, though. It's that excited nerve feeling going on right now, man.
It's one of those weird feelings, but I'm excited for you, man. Congratulations. I know it's going to happen for you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
For sure.
I hope these workouts not done, though, because I'm ready to,
now you know everything. All right.
And when you talk about Junior, all you hear is first round lottery pick.
That sounds definitive to me. How does it feel?
Oddly, it makes me feel more nervous. Like hearing it aloud sounds like a prank.
It's real. Now just don't touch anything sharp or ride in anything fast or jump off anything high, and soon enough, all your dreams will come true.
Yo, man, I'm wired, bro.
Yo, me too.
I mean, I know it's good like to go to bed early and all that, but I'm bouncing off the walls right now.
Yo, I'm bugging too. It's like this is all too crazy, man. Like this is my life, you know what I mean?
I do. I mean, the NBA is right there. It's amazing, but it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yo,
What?
let's go out.
Aw, man. We can't go out partying. We get caught, niggas goes viral, man. We gonna be done.
I'm not talking about partying, man.
Where are you trying to go then? I don't know, man. Maybe that wasn't a good idea.
Nah, it's fine. Take pics with fans, watch some street ball. It's innocent, and it's something old school about it. The media will eat this up. No risk.
Junior and Henry.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
Good,
what's
man.
going here, man?
What you doing here?
How y'all doing?
What y'all doing here, man?
man.
Yeah, look at
What's
y'all.
up, man?
Let me guess, y'all here for draft night, huh?
Yeah, man. That's a big night,
All right,
right?
you feeling
yeah.
excited?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? What do you? I got an idea. How about we get warmed up? Let's go twos. What you think, man?
Let's play some twos, y'all. Let's have some fun.
I mean, unless y'all scared of my boy.
Man, I would be scared. Come on.
You got jokes.
Oh,
well, I'm
man.
down. I ain't never scared.
Hey,
What you think, Junior?
Come on, man. Friendly competition.
Hold on one second. Let me holler at you.
One second. What's up, man?
All right, let's think this through, man. All these fans, all these cameras, this can go really bad for me, man.
Okay. Pros and cons, right?
All right?
Right?
Yeah.
Cons. He beats us, that goes viral, we look like trash, and our draft stock washes right up the Hudson River.
Yeah, that's bad, man. All of that sounds really bad.
Pros, we take them down, that goes viral, we become legends, our draft stock goes through the roof.
But you already the top prospect, man.
I'm just saying we because we're teammates here. And it feels right. But you are correct. I have no downside here. So listen, Junior, things can go bad real quick. I mean, that is Zion.
Yeah, it is.
So that's why I'll let you make the choice. If you in, I'm in. If you're not, you sit back and watch the Zion show.
All right. So we talked about it.
So you guys ready to take me on or not?
You think I'm gonna miss a chance to get at you in front of all these people?
I see you, Junior. You want some of this smoke?
Oh, yeah. Do we?
Let's go.
All right. I don't lose, man, at all.
Hey,
We ready then.
we're about to take out these top prospects.
Got it over with.
Let's go.
We get ball.
What's up, Junior?
Hey, set one right here. Set one. Oh, come on too much for you. Man, you know you can't guard me, AI. Say that side. Oh, I'm gonna drop off all day. Where's the foul at, man? Time now, baby. That's our foul. This ain't no right league, AI. Oh, call it. Yo, right here.
Hey.
Get that rebound, man. He hit me. Hey, right here. Welcome to the Henry's Cobb Show all day. Shoot that, man. Oh, this is all day. where's the ball? Oh, that's so fast. Get over here. Shoot that, shoot that. Couple, mismatch. Ball. Hey, ball. Hey. Step one. Check. Step one. Switch or what? Hey, check up. Hey, get ready. Ball. Drop that ball. I know you like that one, Zion. Hey, yo, right here. Why you like that move, Hey, right here.
Yo, check it out. We already trending on social.
I looked up in that video too, man. Got your boys good side.
This is definitely going to help our draft stock.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, man.
Guys, hey, fellas, good game, all right?
I appreciate that,
Good
man.
game, man.
Light work.
I don't know how y'all won, but y'all some real hoopers, man.
I mean, we definitely gonna beat you next time, for sure.
Yeah. Wish y'all the best of luck tomorrow. It's the biggest night of y'all life.
That's right.
Have fun and enjoy the moment.
Yes.
I'll see y'all in the league.
Yeah, we will.
We'll see y'all soon.
Yes,
all
sir.
right?
Don't be salty.
How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
There's a piece in all of us that when we're close to achieving a goal or dream, we suddenly feel like an imposter. Like someone's going to realize we don't belong and then quietly ask us to shuffle out the exit.
Yeah, like my dad should be sitting here, not me.
It's a long shadow you've walked through. It's time to step out of it now.
Tonight marks the realization of a dream for the best young players in the world. A reward for their many... With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Hendrix Cobb from the University of California.
Yes! Congratulations, boy. Get him.
With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Junior from Gonzaga University.
You did it.
All right.
You
made it, bro.
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Wow. You know how many people live on this planet? 7.8 billion. You know how many in the NBA? Not that many.
Look, I just gotta thank you, Coach. I wouldn't even be here if you hadn't talked me into it way back when.
Ordinarily, I'd say you did all the work. But in this case, yeah, I'll take the credit.
I guess I walked into that one.
Hey, let's cheers some coffee or whatever is around here.
Let's do it.
Yes. To Junior, Newark's finest. You made it. I'm really, really proud of you. Bravo.
This life is a long story, son. Just make sure you remember who you are, yeah? This place.
Sure, Dad. I will.
I know.
And our game. Our next award is the Kia Pro-Am MVP. Our Pro-Am is no joke, and here you'll find 3-on-3 games and 5-on-5 games against arguably the toughest competition in NBA 2K. And this year's Kia Pro-Am MVP is Clutch GC. Congratulations. Finally,
starting lineup of the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward. And are you ready for your Portland Trailblazers? At the power forward position. Welcome, everyone. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players.
DA, thanks a lot. So many combo guys in the backcourt now, Kenny, but there are still a few traditional style point guards left, and they're sure fun to watch.
Yeah, you still got Rondo. You still have Mike Conley.
Yep.
Obviously CP3. These are traditional point.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony, and it's Derek Jones in for Powell. James, the pass to Hartenstein. Stolen by Kanter. Lillard scanning the floor. No good on the three. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. James dishes to Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Nance against Lillard. He gets it in there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. The Cavaliers trailing. James outside. And James throws it down. And this the first action for Junior in the NBA. A lot, Greg, to like about the future for this young player.
All the hard work and grind that Junior's put in his whole life, it's all led to this moment. Without a doubt, this is something he'll never forget.
Wow, clutch shot by C.J. McCollum. That's one of his go-to moves.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Down low. And the dunk by James.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Artistic with the ball in his hands. McCollum can blow by defenders and finish in a variety of ways.
To the inside. And the dunk by James.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good. McCollum up top. He's got 11. Now Cobb. Here's Hartenstein. The drive by James, and the layup falls. James has got 8.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Inside, Covington with the steal. Jones for 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched a pump.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And Yeah, we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. The NBA definitely is a global product, and at the same time, Commissioner Silver reaffirming the league's American values of free speech. This caught some people off guard, perhaps. It's not always easy, is it?
Oh, he's got the most difficult job, and you got to give the commissioner a lot of credit, staying true to who he is and what he feels the league is about, and able to tell that story to the world, and not just here nationally, but internationally.
Sacrifice money that was coming into the league for values that he thought were important.
The bottom line, freedom is not free.
That one goes. Count it. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Things are going McCollum's way tonight. When he gets on a roll, the points accumulate quickly.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to Kanter checked in for Portland. And a switch here. Also for Cleveland, James is checked in. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Allen. Kevin Love out there with the Okoro. Then it's Junior. And it's Sexton in at the 2. The shot's good from Kanter.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
James with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And the pass to McCollum. Pass to Kanter. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Rocket 2. Yes, that goes in. McCollum's got 19 points.
Great job getting C.J. McCollum the clean look. That's his play.
The drive by James, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. For Cleveland, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Cleveland also making some changes. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Allen. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Cobb in for Colin Sexton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
One of the most respected leaders in the game. Damian Lillard is a class act, whether his team is winning or losing.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Allen finds James. Back to Allen. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Lillard against James. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. James looking it over. Here's Allen. Money!
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Here's McCollum, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
When you really need a bucket, that's when you call upon your best scorer, and CJ steps up.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
There's no fear in the eyes of Love. He's used to feeling pressure. It's when they're scoring in the clutch.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
There's 39 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Oh, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
James with it. To the paint. Here's Love. Can't cash in.
Gotta respect how Love moves close into the rim. Skilled at drawing fouls and getting to the line.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to one. Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
James, the pass to Okoro. And it's James missing. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime from Portland. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Cleveland, Sexton is out there with Junior. Then there's Kevin Love. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3 spot. McCollum right side. Three-pointer, Lillard drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 34.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Sexton against McCollum. That's a 2 from Powell. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And McCollum just wants to win. Passes like that demonstrate his unselfishness.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 1. 1:56 left in overtime. Garland, he's checked in for James. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.
been an amazing season, and you may have noticed my co-host Chris Manning isn't here, but he will be back next season, and we both can't wait to see you then. Until 2K22, here's a look at the best moments from Season 7.
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans.
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Live coverage. Shaq, GA.
Well, Kevin,
David Aldridge, thank you. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Kevin Love out there with Jared Allen. And it's Okoro in at the 3-set. And the Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
Here's Fultz. No points in the game yet for him. Anthony nowhere around. Good on the triple.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
To the middle. Here's James. Here's Hartenstein. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Cobb's checked in for Cleveland. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic, trailing by 4. James against Fultz. He feeds it to Bamba. Back to Fultz. And it's good for 2.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now. And good passing in the paint, maybe even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And finished off by Fultz.
And you got to prevent Fultz from getting all the way to the rim. Once he sees an open lane, he just attacks it. He is absolutely relentless.
And James throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. There's the pass to Bamba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the teams nowadays going up tempo, Shaq, some big men are trying to slim down to keep pace. If you were playing right now, would that be you? Would you follow that?
No, I'd still be a super heavyweight. Yeah. Barbecue chicken alert. That'll be my strict diet. Any little post that wants to shoot jumpers and play me, I'm going to eat them for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and snacks.
And a look at the #1 overall pick in the draft, Hendricks Cobb, an incredible athlete who has the potential to be a game changer for this team.
Born in New Jersey but grew up in Louisiana, Cobb has been used to the spotlight for a long time. He has all the tools to be a superstar in short order.
Cleveland leading by 6. James kicks to Cobb. Back to James. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Cobb. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Anthony taking his time here. The kick out to Porter. Buries it from 3-point range.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Cleveland making a change here. Windler's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Here's Fultz. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease. I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Shaq, you were such a prolific scorer back in the day. Right now, if you needed just one bucket to seal a game, win a game, who would you want taking that shot?
Well, that has to be my favorite player, Steph Curry. If he's on the injury list, I'm going to have to go with James Harden. Younger Steph Curry be Trae Young. Luka Doncic is right after Trae Young. Russell Westbrook is pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant.
I'm
sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I apologize.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Passes it to Bamba. Here's Okeke. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And Junior coming into the NBA from college ball. Wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Isaac outside. Back to Anthony. Pass to Fultz. Here's Okeke. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Anthony. And James pulls it down. Pass to Windler. Back to James. To the right side. Cobb, wide open. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Cobb's got 10 points in the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Bounce pass, Anthony. Bamba kicks to Anthony. Orlando moving the ball around. Okeke passes to Isaac. That one's off, still out of sync. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a 9-point lead. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
You know, Cobb was born ready for the NBA. Everywhere he goes, he's the one to watch, and with good reason. He's truly a once-in-a-lifetime talent.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Guys, a big-time effort for Hendricks Cobb, providing a lot of energy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
They've got Anthony. Carter out there with Jonathan Isaac. And there's Fultz. And it's Okeke in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
The league is moving to create an in-season tournament, Shaq, something that we'd seen in soccer leagues overseas. Do you like that idea?
I like that Adam Silver and the league are being forward-thinking. I think players always say if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I think it's smart for the league to have the same approach. I just wish everybody well.
Yeah, and listen, ultimately, if they do make some changes, it's going to get some pushback, no doubt about it. But as Shaq said, when you start thinking forward, it's about those younger generations, because at some point, that's all they're going to know.
Floats it up for James. Windler with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here is Ross. Anthony with it. The pass to Ross. Here's Isaac. Back to Ross. Just 3 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ross has got 6 points.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Anthony left side. Pass to Ross. Over James. Misses off the right iron. Greg Jr., as you know, taken in this year's draft. He didn't last long on the board, and this team jumped on the chance to draft him.
There are a lot of high upside players in the draft, but none more so than Jr. He's an athletic monster and could end up being the best player of this class.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with... He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
That free throw good from Ross.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Inside, here's James. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Down low. And with that shot, the Cleveland leaders get down to 14 points now in the basket from Ross.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
James left side. And the dunk by James.
And those are the kind of signs where Garland is improving his overall awareness to find teammates.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Magic trail by 16. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing icy hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free?
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
And seeing Junior out there again, I was impressed with his time on the floor in his debut. Showed that he could pick his spots and contribute to this team.
Junior did not miss a beat when he came into the game, did he, Greg? Exactly the debut this team was hoping to see from him.
And what you like about Porter, he can do a little bit of everything for you. Defend it, rebound it, space the floor, and he's unselfish.
To the paint, Nance. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 6th assist on the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
29 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside, Porter. Pass to Okeke. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here at... Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got Nance. Junior's out there with Cobb. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5 spot. James against Bamba. And they double up James.
There you go. Come get this.
Pass to Windler. James kicks to Cobb. Trying to end the drought. Here's Hartenstein, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And Cleveland making a change here. Prince is checked in. The Magic trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Elbow shot. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And you got to honor that mid-range J from Porter. Over time, he has really improved that shot.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And both free throws good for Prince. And Brent, many players said shooting in the bubble was easier. What's your take on that?
Well, I appreciate you asking me the question, Kevin. I thought about that a lot as I was watching the playoffs last season, and I thought 2 things. One, familiar sightlines. You're going to the same gym to see the same rims over and over and over, and then maybe the extenuating circumstances of no crowd. So feeling like you're in an empty gym, one that you practice in, maybe that leads to more confidence. And we saw the numbers go up for a lot of guys, and we saw the scoring also go up. So maybe those 2 factors contributed to that. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
James finds Nance. James against Fultz. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Porter. Up top, Fultz. Covered by Nance. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Prince is such a tough player out there. Does not mind the bump.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Orlando moving the ball around. Six on the shot clock. Back to Bamba. It's rebounded by Cleveland. James has got 9 rebounds in the game. getting it done. Bamba's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And here is Anthony. 6 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Cobb, covered by Anthony. James the bounce pass. And Cobb the bucket on the assist by James. Cobb's got 18 points.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now he's just lighting him up.
Here's Bamba. Good work there as it goes.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
To the inside, James. And the dunk by James.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And there's the pass to Okiki. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And right now, Bamba still...
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total. Too much. Look at that. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. The lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. And it's Ennis in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Timeout. Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Timeout called, Cleveland. They're leading by 23. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight. An outstanding performance. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by James and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams.
Clearly a foul.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one. Isaac right side. And it's off the back rim. No good. The drive by James lays it up off the glass.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
This is Alexis Morgan reporting live from the Rec.
What's up, Afro? Good defense, but I'll get that steal. Oh, I gotta get back in bounds. Nice D or pass. There we go. There we go.
In the flesh, large and in charge. You named it. I am it.
Large and in charge, baby.
I'm really excited about that.
And with tip.
Hey, Kevin.
He sure is. Thanks, David. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Karis LeVert is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Warren in at the small forward position. This time of year can be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt. You know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes it can take time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
James, the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Here's Cobb. Sinks the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Well, this team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Pass to Brogdon. Outside, Lamb. And the rejection by James.
And, of course, we know the history between Cobb and Junior. These two seem to have their fates intertwined. They're always going to be connected.
And, Greg, now the two rookies are playing for the same side. They've been competitive for so long, so it's nice to see them join forces. Outside, Lamb. They need this. Lamb missing again. Cleveland leading by 7. James, the pass to Prince. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Sumner kicks to Brogdon. Down low. Sabonis with the bucket.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. James, left side. Passes it to Hartenstein. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Indiana called for the foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Sumner, and the rejection by James. 3 on 3. Cobb kicks to James. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Yeah, offensively, really like the way they're moving it around for the best look.
How about this? 9 of the last 10 points coming off assist. Nobody forcing the action one-on-one.
Brogdon looking it over. The pass to Sumner. A new 14 for Indiana. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Boy, that's a testament to the strength of Sabonis. Fantastic at fighting through whatever the defense throws at.
And Cleveland making a change here. Windler's checked in.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. Few thought he could be a franchise caliber player. We might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Pacers trail by 7. Brogdon outside. McDermott for three, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
The main weapon in McDermott's arsenal, so good at cashing in from behind the arc.
And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
Poke loose. Lamb, good.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
To the paint. And James gets it to go on the assist by Cobb.
Good eye from Cobb. Spotting the wide open man. Sets it up perfectly with that pass.
And 1:01 left in the first. Here's Sumner, and the rejection by James. They recover it. McDermott kicks to Sumner. No good from outside.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Back to James. Pass to Cobb from past the arc, and another three for Cleveland. Here's Sumner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. "17 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Cobb wide open, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Guys, a big-time effort for Hendricks Cobb, providing a lot of energy for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, well, what's your take?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Cobb. Larry Nance out there with Hartenstein. Then it's Junior. And it's Windler in at small forward. And James throws it down.
And when Cobb gives it away, you know it must be for a sure shot. He won't waste his touches.
And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's Lamb. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
I really like this guy's mid-range game. Lamb's in-between shot is often cash money.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Hartenstein. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And Dougie McBuckets continues to shine brightly. His jump shot about as consistent and lethal as it gets.
Now, here's Cobb. D right on him. James outside. Out to the wing. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Inside, the reverse, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
The Pacers making a switch here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for McDermott. T.J. Warren comes in for Lamb. Levert's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Edmund Sumner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Warren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Sexton, he's checked in for... Here's Sumner. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's in there. And here is Lamb. Passes it to Sabonis. Indiana moving the ball around. And Lamb slams it home.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Now, here's Cobb. He's guarded by Brogdon. James, left side. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And leading the charge.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
To the inside. Here's James. Cobb passes to Windler. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Indiana's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Now the pass to Sumner. 1:27 left to play here in the half. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. 1:25 left to play in the first half. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And Cobb gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's Sumner. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Cobb. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Orlando.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in, taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Cobb shooting. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. The Cavaliers have made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line. And Cobb no good on that one.
You know, in my opinion, Hendricks Cobb is a superb athlete. I mean, it seems like there's nothing he can't do on the court. I mean, and nothing he won't do to get a win.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And, you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Brogdon outside. Just 5 on the clock. And they force the annihilation. Great team. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the... And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Guys, Hendricks Cobb has been sensational.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And so in the game for the Pacers, McDermott is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's LeVert in at the two-guard position.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Sexton against LeVert. There's Sabonis. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Tipped away. McDermott with a steal. 90 seconds now into the second half. Now LeVert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Here's Sabonis. And the rejection by James. They get it back. Sabonis, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And the dunk by James.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
On the wing, James. He's covered by McConnell. It's good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break up the floor. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by James. James has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Back to McConnell. Pass to LeVert. Leaner from distance. And that one goes long.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Down low, got a piece of it. Here's James. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Brogdon outside. Elbow shot is on the way, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
A shot that Brogdon continues to work on. I like whenever he shoots from the mid-range.
Okoro kicks to Sexton. To the middle. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Here's Brogdon, and stolen by James. And that one is hammered home.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
And Cleveland making a change here. Prince has checked in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Here's James, and James throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Switch. And it's Brogdon off the drive. Great D that time from James.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Love the pass to James. It's Sexton on top of the key. Prince dishes to James. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Brogdon. Pacers trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Pass to Bitadze. Up top, Brogdon. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and stolen by Love. Here we go, James heading to the hoop, and James throws it down.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Outside Warren. Passes to Bitadze. Here's Sumner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. The shot by Turner, no good. Cleveland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be...
So it's the Cavaliers now. Turner with the steal. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Then it's Junior. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Wade in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Osman, the pass to James. Nice move. The Pacers pull it in. Sabonis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. LeVert kicks to McConnell. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Some changes for Indiana. Brissett's checked in, and Justin Holiday subbed in for LeVert. Here's Holiday, and James pulls it down. James has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to James. To the paint. Over in the corner, Osman. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Osman's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. The pass to Warren. From the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage junk there.
And that one's good. Osman.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better his team looks.
Holiday against James. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Windler's checked in. James, the pass to Windler. And they double up James. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clark, that had to be hard for so many players being isolated from family and loved ones while on the Orlando campus to finish last season.
Yeah, I can't imagine what that part of it would have felt like, Kevin. I mean, the playing part, once you get to the gym, wherever that happens to be, an outdoor playground, inside, whatever, you lock into trying to be your best for your team and trying to knock out the other team. But as far as the other side of it, being separated from family, not having the real freedom to move about, that would take some getting used to. But as a guy who travels all the time, being comfortable inside the four walls of a hotel room or on the road is something that I think players have grown accustomed to and handle pretty well.
Pass to Warren. Outside, Sabonis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So it's the Cavaliers now. And they double up James. Here's Osman. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And without a doubt, one of the big reasons why the Pacers were so tough last year was Domantas Sabonis. He continued to improve and was a statistical monster across the board.
And, you know, Greg, the biggest jump for Sabonis was on the glass. I mean, his rebounding went to another level. And he's a terrific rebounder at both ends, but especially at that offensive end. And he bangs that glass all the time. He attacks missed shots like his life depends on it.
Well, in the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like, Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
James finds Wade. It's rebounded by Indiana. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Holiday. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Almost, but it rolls out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Over to the wing. James, the pass to Windler. Back to James. And James throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. And one of the major pushes from NBA players was to get more people, Clark, out to vote.
Love it, Kevin. Again, creativity. Clearly, this circumstance and the climate of our country, the platform that NBA players and all athletes have to be able to voice their concerns and inspire and encourage and help others become aware of things that are not right and what we can do to influence and inspire change. All of that is part of our responsibility as human beings to try to live right and do right by others. The things I've seen from the players in their agitation and activation and commitment is inspiring, and it's compelling me to think about how I can be more and be better and do more and do better.
And how about Aaron Holiday seeing that expanded role last season, moved into that backup point guard spot for the Pacers, and I thought he was solid.
I ditto that, Greg. I mean, he's a guy that's a natural playmaker. He's got a nice stroke as well, plays with confidence, and is really aggressive with the ball in his hands, which is what I like. And, you know, he's the third of 3 brothers that are playing in the NBA. He's a teammate with Justin. And I tell you what, when you're the youngest sibling, you got to bring that aggressiveness to the table every day.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Wade kicks to James. And they double up James. Wade with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to James.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Vitadze can't hit. Holiday against James. Passes it to Wade. It's stolen. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.